Oh, hi there. Sunday night. Thought I'd get a quick stream in here. As I had mentioned yesterday, played over the board this morning, as I do every Sunday. And as it always is, it was a great time. And spent a little bit of time reviewing those games. I'll probably be doing some more tomorrow. But I thought tonight would just be heading over to Lee Shogi, playing some games. Looks like there's a Super Blitz arena going on. Maybe jump into there if there are some people there, and if not, just get in some 10:30 games or whatever might be available. So that's it. Nothing major. Just wanna keep playing. Just want to keep playing. Had a lot of fun this morning and want to keep it up. So with that in mind, we can just head over. Although, let's start with Shogi Quest. Let's get those Shogi Quest. Let's get those Shogi Quest mate run going. I haven't really done any Tsume today, any puzzles, and yeah. Also want to start. I want to play with this poll. Try again in a moment. Service error. Okay. Well, forget that. I was going to create a poll and set it up and then clicked create poll and it gave me an error. So maybe because I started creating it a little while ago and only clicked the button now, I'll try that again some other time. Let's get into Shogi Quest here. Where is it? There it is. And since the last time, I got another 20 plus, just a 20 run. Let me do this here and Shogi Quest. Oh, and it looks like the yellow sticky is on top. Let me push this down. All right, professional. Okay, so there we go. Let's increase that. Got that. It was either yesterday or this morning. It was this. Yeah, it was this morning. It was this morning on, early this morning on phone. Still haven't done anything close to that on stream. With mouse and the little more mouse movement here in between. We'll see. Let's see what we can do. It looks like that's covered. Let me switch the. There we go. Now it's professional. And if there are any difficulties hearing, let me know. Using a different mic today will be interesting to hear how this is. But I'll do that after the fact. I'll check on it. I've made a few test recordings, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So here we go. Study, mate run, and this is it. And already I'm slow. There it is. Okay, keep going. Night, and okay, so we've got 2 silvers on top of each other, and 2 golds. And there's a spot there. What else do I have? I've got a bishop backing this. And gold. This is going to be it. And that's an easy one. What else do we have here? What do I have? I've got a knight. That won't be it. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Come here. And took a little too much time, but not too bad. Got this, and I've got a silver underneath and coming up. And there's the king. There is the gold. Where's the king? Where is the king? There it is. I don't see it, but I'm just going to throw this down here. All right. Typical pattern. Where do we have this? Oh boy, okay. And cut off that escape. Where's this? Do I have anything? No, I don't. Okay, it's going to be one of those walk back. And okay. Missed it. There's the king. There's a lot of mess here. Boy, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ooh, I'm just not seeing it. Just not seeing it. This is gonna use everything. All right. I think that was a knight. Yes, it was. It was the knight. Yeah, there was just so much clutter, and sort of, an artificial, at least artificial looking situation here with all these knights. Well, maybe it's not all that artificial. It wasn't 3 knights. It's 2 knights and then one on the other side. Let's go to the next one. 15, not great, not terrible. Second will get better, maybe. Not seeing it already. There it is. Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What am I doing? Oh, brother. I lost on the first one. Okay. I would like to redo that first one. I wish there was a way to go through. There was something I was just not seeing. Something. And to make matters worse, it took so much time. Okay, we got that. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh, we got it. They've got nothing to drop. Okay, 1, 2, pawn. And there it is. Get this escape route. And what else do we have? We've got silver. Bishop. And got that. Close that off. And we have... Nope. Oh boy. Oh, the usual pattern. And get that going. What else do we have here? And where's the king? There's the king. Slide it in. Taking a long time to move the mouse. Where is the? All right, double 15s. Get that out of there. The ads. I guess I've got to remember to do that. Or was there a choice? Was there a choice in not? Could I have left it on the screen? I'll have to watch that, because I was thinking about that last time. That because that same thing happened where it just makes that noise, and I was thinking, well, if I don't continue, maybe it won't show that, but maybe there was no choice. All right, let's switch back up here to Lee Shogi. There we are, showing live, and there's no one waiting for a game, but there's the Super Blitz arena. Oh, there's someone in the lobby. My score is 0-1. Doesn't matter. Let's play. My blitz rating, I think, is like ridiculously low and provisional, if I'm not mistaken. I always end up going against these sort of like 1900s and whatnot. There aren't that many blitz events that I see, at least in the times that I come on. We'll see. He's paused. I'm going to guess that active but paused. Live, or in the lobby, I should say, in the lobby, but paused. So I'll create a game as well. I'll just create a game. I had created 1040 just because that's what we play over the board. I'll go back to 1030 here. Just throw something up there. There's no real rush. Let's see how the stream is doing. If hopefully the sound is coming through. I don't really know how to test that while I'm in the stream, but yeah. Been a pretty busy day of shogi. Saw that Nyrock was streaming. Mostly caught I think the marbles and the early chatting, but then there was some really cool shogi wars games. It's always fun. It's always fun when they're sort of attacking, and I guess the nature of 10 second is that most of them are going to be sort of attacking unless someone just times out in the middle, as has happened quite a bit to me in the past week. But yeah, I don't know. The level, the Shodan players, they seem good. They seem awfully fast, which I guess is a major skill in 10 second. But selfishly watching, it was nice to see people just dropping pieces left and right, missing bishops and then missing the same bishop again, and dropping a rook and just hanging pawns. So as someone who aspires to get up into that level, it was nice to see. All right, here's someone this was someone from the other tournament, but just not playing the tournament. Oh, let me I didn't greet, but whatever. All right. I don't remember now. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, there's this. Let's do this. I think this is standard. Okay. I guess I'll come up. Now, if he does make this sort of mad rush here, I don't think he will. I don't think. So if this comes, I think I can just do this. Yeah, I'm going to get my king over. He's going to do the same. Let's do this. And let's make our way up. Let's get our king out here. Yeah. So I guess chase it up. Or this the knight will be coming. Let's do this. Let's wait, so yeah. Do that. I'll be checking this out. I'll be checking these lines out tomorrow. As I do. It's always interesting to see where I diverge, where and when I diverge. Let's come up here. Let's get Kimuramino going. Haven't done too many of these Sunday night streams. I don't know if people come out or just preparing for the next day of work or something. I don't really have a sense. I think so maybe it's just actually been one. Well, last week, but that was not at night. That was not at night. Is this coming out here? Yeah. I've got this sort of protected. Let's okay, that's interesting. Is he going to be swinging this over? Because two can play that game. Let's do it. I've not. I don't recall having it. Both players with this. I think for whatever reason this now this is now in my mind as a Night Sparrow. Um, but I'm actually not sure if Night Sparrow is the one to blame. I think it's possible it was Pond who had first suggested the subway rook. Let's see. Look at this time management here. You know, this time management about equal time. Against a really strong player. I mean, maybe I'm setting up bad moves, but yeah, I'm not sure what I want to look for now. There's always this. I think I can. Oh, he's going first. Okay. So what is that? What's the? So where's the? I guess it's. Well, let's take and then redrop, and then is it coming here? No. And now let's come back here. Mmm. Mmm. So I guess if I don't block, if this comes in, no, he can't come in because that's taken up with the knight. So what if I push this? Take pawn up, come up, pawn. I'm also tempted to just come up here. Okay, well if I don't block that off, then this is coming in, and then the trade and the silver. All right, let's block that off. Now I don't know if I want to bring this knight up because then I think the rook comes back. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right. Interesting. Now I guess come up. Say take. Yeah, that's. Or take. Take. Drop. And am I up? No, I'm not up a piece. I'm down a. In that exchange, I'm down a knight. So what about this? think about the end. Take. No, take. Clear it out. Take. Drop on 4/4. Drop knight. I'd say actually 6/6. And then there's a bishop here, and I'll have a gold. I'll have a gold. He'll have a silver and a knight. Wait, I don't know. I don't get a knight. I can't drop a knight. There's no knight to be taken. Okay. What about this? All right. Yeah. I'm not reading. I mean, we'll see. Okay. So that comes with check. I suppose he's going to take with the king. Suppose take with the king. So if he takes with the king, then what? No, I can't. This doesn't do anything because, or does it? No. So, yeah. Okay. That's good too. That is good. That is good too. Let's do this. Oh, but then just the pawn drop, right? No. Well, I guess yeah. So if I come up, what if come up, take. Let's do that. So if he does push now, if we get 6/4, just thinking that out, which am I taking? Okay, well, I've got to take that. My whole plan is contingent on this. So come up here. Now, what if... Is there any way to protect this? Is there any good way to protect this? let's see. I guess if I come here with the gold, he can swing back over. Or I could just Oh no, the silver drop there would be sort of deadly. All right, well, I will do this. Because I don't think this is really giving me all that much. I don't think we're going to trade, but well, what else is he going to do? What are the options? I guess a bishop drop here after gold takes. Bishop drop. Feeling a little the horse buggy or whatever. It's a little rickety right now. He's got two pawns. Two pawns, a silver and a knight. I've got a silver and a knight. Yeah. Certainly an interesting spot. And so 10:30. So plenty of Byoyomi here. So if this does happen, take, then bishop drop here, gold back over here. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's good. Wait, is it? What's the threat? What's the threat? Here? No. So what is it? What is it? There's something coming. They must have seen something. They must have seen something. These pawns are almost liabilities at this point. Okay. And okay. Do that just because Shogi Wars might give something. I like Shogi Wars does something when you put a silver up. Oh, obviously. Okay, very good, very good. That is good. Now, very good. Okay, let's do this. I'm not going to even disguise it because this person, whatever I've seen, this person saw 3 moves ago. So I'm not even going to disguise my intent by taking time and thinking the 30 seconds. I do think that's kind of a little nifty move. Let's see. As always, I mean, it's always sound like a broken record. Great game. Losing or not, great game. Really fun. Yeah, have I played them before? I have not. I have not. What are their ratings here? Okay, yeah. I've got 2 minutes. They've got plenty of time. The rooks are just hanging out on 1-9 or 9-1 and 9-9. Um, hmm. Do this. And now, okay. Interesting. I've got 1 gold, 1. Let's do this. Let's do that. let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I don't, no idea if this is good, but it sure feels like it could have some potential here. You know, this regarding this top file is sort of unfortunate for me. But I mean, I that might be the sign that I need to start edge attacking. Okay, do another one of these. Hmm. Okay. How can I get this? How can I get this out of here? Let's do that. That blocks this file, unfortunately. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. How can I get this piece out of here? Let's do this. Let's just do that. Trying to lure it away. I don't know if there's any lure, but nice. Oh, that's nice. That said, I could always use another knight. I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. I think he just drops. Okay. So, what about what about I'll do this. Clear out that gold. Get another gold. Got a knight. Got a This gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for that. Also gotta watch out for this because I can't get this. Hmm. Just not seeing it. I don't like it, but got two golds. Got these silvers bearing up. Where's he gonna run with this? Do I want? So the question now: do I want to? Do I want to? I don't think so. I don't think I want to bury a. Let's do this. It might be too slow, and I'm too exposed. Do this. Okay. Oh, son of a gun. Look at that. Oh, no, that's great. That's actually fine. Oh, look, boy. Wow. What in the... Okay. Where do I want to go with this? He's got a bishop. So if I take with this, do that. Okay. I just gave up my. I just gave. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Not yet. We're we're running. We are running. Um, what can I? Can anything happen? Can anything hurt me here? Yes. Oh, oh, ho, ho. He's got a lot of pieces. He's got a lot of pieces. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh boy. So, but that does fine. No. Oh. All right. Well, do your worst. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, brother. Wait a minute. Wait. Where's the mate? I don't. Here? No. Here? No. Can't do anything there. Nothing here because my rook. Oh. Okay, so gold on the head. So here, gold. There. So okay. Can't put anything down here. Oh, very smart. Oh, darn. Oh, such a letdown by me. I mean, I think it was over, but was it? So if I just keep running, where's the mate? I had so many pieces. They had more, but very, very fun. Very fun. I'm gonna pause that. I'm gonna go into analysis. See what it even was. It over? It was. Okay, so they had the mate, I guess. Yeah, I couldn't have built the attack really at this point. Yeah, maybe. I guess they have so many pieces, and I don't have much, and they're going to be getting this, and I no longer have that threat to take the rook. Wow. Okay. Well, that's fine. That was a really good one. I'm going to request an analysis on that, and I'll come back to that tomorrow. Although tomorrow, as I had mentioned, is jury duty, starting early. Okay, the Blitz Arena finished. It looks like didn't get a match there. Hyper Rapid Arena is still going. Is not starting for 7 hours. Where's that? Where is that? That's still running. Is there anyone in here? No one else is in here, and it's not going to match anyone else with 2 minutes to go. Okay, I guess I'll start another. Very slow night tonight. Extremely slow night. That was really good. That was good. The way strong players just kind of turn the screw is, if not sort of educational, it's at least impressive. Those positions where it's just not so clear what's better, what's worse. They managed to find that subtle pawn move, or that subtle two-step pawn move. That threat with the threat with the pawn, and backed by the knight and the silver coming in, which sort of superficially was a loss of a silver. That was sharp. That was really sharp. Okay, I will say hello. This person has beaten me before. Oh, I thought it said I was Gote. Oh, no, I am Gote. All right, so here we go. Do this. Same old, same old. Hey, Rico, good to see you. It's going very well. Going very well. Had my over the board club this morning. Had three really fun games. Although the second game I kind of botched it a little early on, so fun wise it was still fun, but it was disappointing. But yeah, they were really good. I haven't reviewed them myself yet. I plan on doing that a little later, but yeah, they were really good games, and I just sort of wanted to end the day with some more online. It's been a while that I've played a couple games in a row here at Lee Shogi. Thought I'd come out, just sort of wind the day down. Also try to get myself playing long enough so that the store is closed and I'm not tempted to go out to buy any ice cream. Oh, you haven't played Overboard in like literally years? Is it just because like you moved to an area that doesn't have it, or 2018? I'm still in that stage, and I don't know when it's going to end, but that stage where someone says a year like 2018, and I think, oh, that's not a long time ago. Then look at the calendar, and there it is, 6 years. Just the whole sense of time has gotten warped, I think, from the lockdown. Just my internal chronometer, or whatever it is, has not recovered. Okay, this is interesting. I'm okay. Well, I guess potentially this is coming up. I'll finish my castle. I'll finish my partial Mino. Start thinking about getting over there. I'm not sure if I welcome that. Let's do this. Oh, look at that. That's an interesting one. Okay. It's got to be thinking about drops. I've got to be thinking about drops right now. There are some pieces that, like, this pawn is basically undefended. I can't really vacate this post, I think, because if this comes in, then this, take. Yeah, maybe that's fine. No. Huh. What am I looking to do? What am I looking to do now? Guess let's do this. Take. And that's covered. Take. All right, why not? Oh, that's not right. Oh, that's totally not right. How did my arrows fail to read that? I trusted the arrows. Yeah, that's bad. The only thing you use your board. I mean, that's, I've got that that table board, and it's the same situation where or the floor table, the floor go on, and that's all I use it for. Take. Let's well, I've sort of blown that. That last game was so good that I'm surprised I fell into this so readily. Let's see. So I guess the pawn drop or the silver drop. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see. How can I get some counterplay here? Take. How can I get some counterplay? So pawn, and I just move. So take, drop. It's going to be tough without a rook, though. Let's just push this. Yeah, this is tough. I wonder, you say you couldn't get it to take off. Shogi Harbor asked about the promotion, asked a promotion question today in the Discord, and what is it? What is it? Unable to get it to take off. Why is it the pieces? Why is it? What can we do? Ignoring the question of money. So I guess that is going to. I guess I'll let them waste this. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not quite a waste. That's not quite a waste. That does seem a little wasteful. Okay. Now that doesn't seem right. Maybe it does. Okay. Leave that. Let's leave that Aji there. I don't even know if that's the right word or what that means. Let's do that. Get him thinking. Yeah, I got that. Okay. So they're going to have that. Okay. Now, it's tough. It's tough, but doable. I'd say. I mean, okay. That's interesting. Let's see. So we got this. So if he does this, so I drop here. Actually, let's do this. Do that. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's smart. That's a smart way out of it. Oof. Very smart. It's got a lot of pieces. Hmm. Well, let's make him checkmate me. Let's make him checkmate me. GG, well played. Good game. Good game. Really capitalized on my mistake early on. Didn't let up. At least I didn't see a let up. That was fun. That was fun. Oh, Ornolf, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I think that I do think that's a part of it. I think that's a part of it, but like I definitely think that's a part of it. And you know, I have literally heard someone say, you know, I already know the rules to chess. You know, why would I try that? Admittedly, this was at a chess club where this person was saying it because another player, incidentally, that is also has spent some time at Silicon Valley Shogi Club. At least he went for a couple months anyway. Haven't seen him in a little bit, but he went to a chess club that I also went to, and I've not like I'm a regular there, but I've been there a few times. And you know, he was trying, like, you know, I was talking about shogi. I wasn't really trying to, you know, convert people. You know, I was just, you know, gently making my way in, and you know, he came in and brought his board and tried to get people just kind of just out of the blue, and there really weren't any takers. No one seemed all that interested in trying something else, which I guess is natural because, you know, people are coming, both natural and I don't really know. I haven't thought too much about it, but either way, you know, coming in, the one person was like, you know, why I already know chess, you know, why would I you know, waste time playing something else? And it's a fair question, especially if, you know, if you love chess. But I guess, you know, I don't know if that's the is that the are there are there no other, you know, there are no, you know, I think the whole population of people who would play games is not necessarily consumed by people who would play chess. Let me read what you say first, Rico. Ornoff is pretty much right that the existence of chess is the biggest barrier for shogi. The most common comment I heard at promotion events was, Japanese chess, I can't even play real chess, and it's hard to dispel that line of thought. Yeah, I think that's fair, but surely there must be some way, like some way to show people how engaging it is, or gradually build up. You know, I don't know. I know that today, you know, I've mentioned this before, that almost every week someone asks about the game in at the East Bay Shogi Club. Today, I want to say two people. I want to say two people asked about the game. I don't. I in my head, to a fault sometimes during those games. I'm concentrating on the game, so like whatever I hear on the outside or whatever I say kind of like it escapes or doesn't sink in. But I think it was two different people today that asked, including someone who sat next and sort of watched a little bit, and at the end of the game basically asked who won. So he couldn't really tell like what even the rules were, and which again I don't think is necessarily a criticism of shogi, because if you're watching chess you also don't know that unless you had already learned the pieces. But most people in the West probably would have learned the pieces in school, so maybe that is a major thing. But either way, like, he found it interesting enough to watch, not even knowing the rules. Like, he was sitting, there are these, basically this coffee shop has some outdoor tables where they're small tables, 2 seats to a side. So we play on one of them, and there were 3 in a row, and this person was on next to us, and he was just sitting there kind of. It seemed to me, and again, my memory is not going to be perfect here because I was concentrating on the game, but I think he was there for a decent amount of time and just watching. And I think that's something, just seeing people engaged in an activity that they're sort of passionate about. I think that comes through. I think that comes through regardless of what it is. So, like, hot take here, the world's most popular game is boring and dumb, if you call soccer. So it's like, I think I don't know why people like it, but maybe they just like it because other people like it and people are passionate about it. I don't know, but yeah, like this guy was interested. Kids come over and ask what it is, and yeah, it was at least 2 different people today. Yeah, now I'm seeing the second guy in my head. He just basically came over and asked. He asked what the game was, and then I overheard him in the background. I wasn't really processing his conversation, but he was talking to someone about when he was in Japan. So someone was interested. Plenty of people have been to Japan or are interested in the culture. I don't know, maybe that's the gateway. I don't know, but I feel there has to be something. But then again, maybe I would just be beating my head against the wall of the same wall that others have already tried to beat their head against, and trying to popularize it. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, but like, I think it can get better. Like, I from what I understand, the Silicon Valley Shogi Club, where I play every Tuesday, they've had meetings with 20 plus people. I haven't seen it that large, but we're getting decent turnouts. As many people or more that come to this other chess club that I go to. I mean, there's another chess club that has more people. It's sort of dedicated and has rated tournaments and whatnot. But there's a club in Mountain View and a club in Palo Alto, and both of those are either around the size of our Silicon Valley Shogi Club or smaller. So, I don't know. I don't know. I've been sort of grasping at straws, thinking of ways to do it. Yeah. I don't know. And Shogi Harbor asking that question is both great and also scary, because, like, if a pro, the only Western pro that has ever lived isn't sure, then how are we going to do this? Because it's yeah, I don't know. my hope is that in some way this streaming category gets big enough so that we've got a few people going, maybe someone checking in, like Tetris. We get up to the levels of Tetris, or where there's always someone streaming. There's always some, even if it's only for a few people. I think that's where Tetris sort of seems to be. At least when I look at like Tetris or something like that. I don't know. But what happened here? Oh, okay. Wow. That's, hard to beat that. Definitely hard to beat that. The only blunder, I suppose, was the take. Yeah, the take. Even I guess the pawn was an inaccuracy, but the blunder was the take. Yeah, I wonder how I misread that with the arrows. Wonder how. What did the engine want me to do in this position where I've got this massive equal advantage? It likes this. It likes this is a weird one. This is odd. I don't see what the point of that is. This is what I was considering 4-4. But then then I just sort of, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what the plan is from here. This comes out. He moves up, defends a little bit, and then I start attacking the head of that bishop. I don't know. I see a chat. Ornalthu say a lot of it is also advertising in the West. There was the big streaming boom with chess. That I don't know if I ranted about that in my very first stream or the second stream, or if it was just somewhere else, and maybe it was at the club. That was so. Well, keep in mind, I love chess too. So keep that in mind. So it's not like it. So I benefited and enjoyed that, immensely, that boom that we're still facing now. I think we're even now beyond that. It just keeps growing. But at the same time, I'm thinking, why hasn't Shogi tried to get on the JSA? And what the JSA produces and what the pro Shogi players produce is so frustrating as a Westerner here, seeing what people are doing for chess. Chess has become this world game. Every country is playing chess. Every country is loving chess. There are representatives, at the highest levels from, almost every country. There's so much activity. It just keeps growing. I think I might be dropping frames. I think I'm getting so riled up that I'm dropping frames. But the JSA did nothing. The JSA did nothing as far as I can see. They, as I've said before, my outside looking in, they're still making people pay for Kifus. They're still locking stuff up with newspapers. It's like, it seems to me, it seems to me, an idiot. I'm just an idiot who knows nothing about what's going on in this world. I'm just an admirer of the game, an admirer of the professionals playing the game. And what I see is a group of people who are just content with their little space, and they don't want to lose what this little bit that they have. They've got their little crust of cheese and bread, and they don't want to risk it, by going out to the store. I don't know, but it's awfully frustrating, because the example, the path to take was given. The path was provided by chess.com, by Lee Chess, by Chess24, by Chessable, by even FIDE, who's this criminal organization. I mean, joke, not really, but I don't know how you don't parlay this into something. Instead you have people like not even trying to get Western, like not even like putting your foot into the water And I see there's a bunch of chat, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop blabbing right now and read some of that. A lot of people don't play chess at all, and also know of Magnus and Hikaru. Yeah, in all these events, but they know nothing. They none know anything about shogi. Exactly. Like, look at all those people. Say what you will about Pog champs, and I won't say anything good about it. I mean, because I'm not a fan of that. Like, I want, not that, well, I say I won't say anything good about it, but I'm about to say something good about it. To me, it doesn't appeal to me. Bad chess with influencers and people that are just learning chess, like, that does nothing to me with commentary that's all hyped up and sort of overly faked, and everyone's got to be making their reaction faces so that they can have their thumbnails on YouTube and yada da da da. It's like this weird, hey, Night Sparrow, good to see you. It's this weird event. However, it worked. Like, look at how many people were watching chess. Look at how many of these sort of influencers from other games are now playing chess and continuing to play chess because it's a great game. Like, I just keep saying, if you get people past that little hurdle of learning to play shogi and playing it, or watching people play it, just like that guy watching my over the board game today at the club, who didn't even know how the pieces moved. Like, he was engrossed in it. Like, that's all. You've got to put it in front of people's faces. You can't, like the JSA. They had all these videos. These videos that came out. Not all these. They had a few videos that come out, and I'm like, Satomi's playing in this video, or oh, there's a team tournament in a video. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go watch this. And I go, I click play. It shows like a scene from part of the game, and then it skips to another scene from. It's like this clipped up, unwatchable. Obviously, not even translated. They know their audience, but like, would it be that? And I don't know. So this is sort of a question. Like, would it be a massive investment for them to have a channel that's just in English, explaining some things to idiots like me? Because Chess24, if any of you watched the what started out as the Magnus Carlsen like chess tour, turned into Meltwater, Chess.com bought it. It's this other thing, but they had at least two streams. They had the beginner friendly stream where they didn't use notation and they talked a little more engaging for people who aren't just chess diehards. And then they had a grandmaster stream. Well, there was a grandmaster on both streams, but like they had this grandmaster to grandmaster, heavy analysis type stream. Which one won out? I mean, which one did better? Had more numbers? The fun one, the fun engaging one. People loved it. People at all levels loved it. And like, what if the JSA did that? Like, showed there's so much interest in Japanese culture in the West. Like, you can't tell me that having some of these championship matches, like having that Fuji Satomi match commented in English with an eval bar going up and down, showing people, oh my gosh, the bar, it's going up, like people love that stuff. But not shogi. They're gonna show an 8-hour match, and with a lunch in between in 2024. With a lunch in between, I don't get it. I'm somehow didn't want this to turn into a rant stream, but it sort of did, and I'm missing some comments. Prazio Spike. Sorry for not being able to pronounce that. Maybe they'll get pulled in with the big Dobutsu pieces. I mean, yeah, show Fuji and Watanabe playing Dobutsu, Blitz Dobutsu Shogi. Like, I'd watch it. I'd mash that play button. I mean, I'd be all over that. And I've said I don't like playing variants in shogi. I want to focus on the main game. I'd be watching the heck out of that. Um, and like the pro channels, there are not many, but like the ones that are there any that are like playing as often as like Eric Rosen? Eric Rosen is streaming and educational streaming. Maybe Tobe, I don't know, but like, I'm looking for some of these pros, even though I don't speak Japanese. I can understand their coordinates, and I obviously I can see what they're trying to get at with some of their ideas, but like, maybe they're just so busy with other obligations, but like there's no one that's just out there like an Eric Rosen or a Hikaru or a John Bartholomew that's just like showing why you need to love this game, showing this passion for this game. Like, they can't stop playing this game because they love it so much. Like, that I think is what is needed. And then JSA doesn't care about the Western player base. I think you're right, but why is that? Like, are they just happy with their little cheese, their cheese and their bread? They're happy with their little piece of the pie, and they don't want more, or like what? I don't know why. Like, why you wouldn't try? Why you wouldn't try? Not everything has to grow, and obviously, the chess.coms of the world are taking it in the extreme of growth, money, and it's getting lots of players, and that's one way to do it. Maybe you don't have to do it that way, and you could still make have some fun, but like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because it could be so cool. The game is, I'm preaching to the choir, but like, the game is so awesome. It's so engaging. Let's see. You think what we really need some rich guy to subsidize a content creator tournament like PogChamps. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know if you know the story of the St. Louis Chess Club, World Chess Hall of Fame in St. Louis. There's a billionaire named Rex Sinkfield who has poured money into that and grown that and brought pros. Like, he's the one that brings a lot of these pros. My understanding. Please, apologies if I'm wrong, and someone correct me. And if you're listening, on YouTube later, before you repeat this information, please validate it. But Rex Sinkfield over in St. Louis, my understanding is that he's been the impetus behind a lot of these players coming from overseas and joining the U.S. Federation. Wesley So, Levon Aronian. I think he funds some of. I don't know if he funds Caruana, but I thought he was there at St. Louis at some point. I don't know. A lot of people have come through St. Louis. They love St. Louis. It's this huge place. Kasparov talks about the power of St. Louis Chess Club. And Night Sparrow. Yeah, thank you. Clipped, uploaded, ratio. Yeah. But you're not wrong. And maybe that is what is needed in a lot of these things. But the billionaire isn't going to be me, and it's easy to call for a billionaire when you're not a billionaire. But maybe there's a happy medium in there somewhere. And then the Spike Pracio. I'm especially at this distance. I'm reading from the side. I'll just say Spike for now. I think the Japanese courts fixed the making people pay for Kifusing. Yeah, it sounds like it. I think some of those types of decisions still take some time culturally to make their way through, but that's a great thing. It's a great thing. Like, I couldn't believe a year ago how hard it was to find Kifus, or not even the Kifu, just to find results. And without Maple Sugar Lover in the Shogi Harbor Discord, I don't know how anyone would know what's going on in these games. And then Ornolf, you say, I actually love PogChamps. Most people aren't at that GM level, and it's crazy to see how fast various beginners. That's a great point. And that's like, I mean, that's one of the reasons why, I was streaming, is that I wanted to see, like, as a adult, older adult beginner-ish, player. Can I grow? How far can I grow? How long does it take? That kind of thing. And so, it's I'd say, a year and a half, let's say, on my path to trying to get better, to actually starting to learn the game and get better. And it hasn't stopped yet. I mean, I'm not very high, so it's natural that there's still a way to go. But yeah. So you remember cheering heavy for Ali and PogChamps. Well, I don't know who Ali is, but yeah, they're I know a lot of people were it was must watch TV for a lot of people. Not necessarily for me. I think Rainn Wilson was in it. One of those seasons. I think they're on 5 or 6, so they've done a number of seasons. But I watched a couple Rainn Wilson games, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was a different promotion with him, but I think it was PogChamps. You say you also think that shogi time controls are ellipsis pretty tough to watch. 100% agree. 100% agree. I mean, I'm not going to come in like the bull in the china shop Westerner. I think I know everything. Change hundreds of years of tradition. But I like Byoyomi. I like playing Byoyomi, especially as someone who's slow, like over the board. It is sort of reassuring to know I've always got. We play 10-minute. Usually we play 10-minute with 40-second Byoyomi. So I've always got 40 seconds, and I'm so slow, and so it's it's a little reassuring. But in terms of watching, yeah, those speed chess tournaments get the viewers big time. Get the view. I mean, the classical ones. I mean, the classical ones are also getting big viewership as well. But I think that's by virtue of the fact that the chess market is so big now. So it's like a rising tide in any of these time controls or any of these chess events lifts all the others as well. Like you get Magnus Carlsen, you get Hikaru, you get Anishikiri, you get all these. I mean, they're now celebrities. These are all celebrities playing these games. And people will watch. People will just watch for those celebrities. Like how can the JSA not I mean, they're trying to do Fuji, but how many videos can you see of how many? And maybe I don't know how people feel overseas, but how many videos do you need of Fuji coming in his gameplay kimono, sitting down and drinking tea? How many of those do you need? Really, is that it? Will people keep coming back for that? Maybe they will, and I don't know. But you've got, so the people that I know of, and I know very little of this world. You have. I mean, I think Habu is. I think he's interesting just because of his status, and he says a lot of interesting things. Habu. Tobey is interesting. Itoshin TV. He's interesting. He's interesting. I mean, that's on the male side. On the female side, you've got Fukuma. Satomi, who I don't even think I need to say arguably, but let's just say for the sake of argument, arguably the greatest female player who's ever lived, and who just in an exhibition, in a time handicap exhibition, mind you, but regardless, beat the greatest male player who ever lived playing Central Rook. Why am I not hearing more about this? You've got Manao, who's an incredible ambassador for the game, but all you see from that is a periodic 2-hour Shogi Wars streams. Maybe I don't know if she's running that or if that's just part of the JSA, but have that, have her out there more, or play up this Nishiyama Fukuma rivalry, and play up. I don't know, but I see this stuff and it's how are they not capitalizing on this? The game is so awesome, and it seems like there are great storylines. To me, I'm nerd loser. So maybe what appeals to me isn't going to appeal to other people. But like, I think there are great storylines, and I don't even know the half of it because I don't read or speak Japanese. So yeah, I'm still ranting. Oh, and Rico, I see you're mentioning Manao, exactly. So she's like the biggest streamer out there. She's only got a couple 100,000 subs on YouTube, and she barely like I was about to say barely puts in the effort. That's not true, and I don't know it. But like, there's not as much content as Eric Rosen. There's not as much content. Like, I don't know what I don't know what their obligations are. Maybe they have a lot of appearances. Maybe the JSA has them going all over the place, so streaming is not a priority. But like, there's drip feeding this content out. Drip feeding like two hours of content. It's always pretty much the same. It's always pretty much the same. It's like talk a little bit, play, I don't know, 5-6 games on stream. It's like, it seems like it's a rigid 2 hours. This is my perspective. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe she's been doing more, but it seems like it's like a 2 hour block. Come on, like, do a crazy marathon. Do a badge marathon. Hunt all those badges. That kind of thing. I see her streams pop up every few days. I mean, after she lost that big match, I was reading too much into it, but like, she was gone for a while after she lost that big match. I imagine that was hurting. I imagine that was painful, that loss. I don't remember this. I don't remember the tournament that it was for, but yeah. Anyway, I think they might be worried about Westerners ruining the culture of shogi. I have wondered that myself. And that's something that and I apologize for not going quickly enough through. We're already scrolling, and I still have like a page to read here of these. I worry about that as well, and I don't know how to deal with that. I understand it. I definitely understand it. You have something you love, and numbers. It's not the end all be all, but yeah, it feels like there has to be a happy medium there. And how, like chess, I know, people like back in the old days, people chess, it was either, the Soviets didn't want to, I don't know, like they thought it was theirs, or the game becoming worldly or growing to the world, like, it has only made it more amazing. It's only like improved it as far as I'm concerned. Like there's the whole world playing these tournaments. That FIDE, that Olympiad, I don't know if any of you have watched that. Awesome. All levels. It's a world celebration of chess. And there are teams comprised of weak players to Magnus Carlsen. Everyone is playing this thing in this tournament from every, not every country obviously, but like almost every country. It's incredible. That's kind of why I really want to go to WOSC, and I see these European videos of their tournaments, and I think that looks incredible. I got to be a part of that. Even if it's smaller. Okay, so. Nico. I don't know who Nico is. And then I'll link a clip on Discord for your viewing pleasure. Are you talking about Manao? Like my avatar on Shogi Wars? That, no big deal. I won for winning 5 in a row. Pro gamer, pro Shogi player here. And then Rico, the best Shogi content to watch was easily the Abema TV team tournament. That's the one that had the YouTube videos, though, that were all clipped up, I think. Like, they didn't show any full matches, right? Or maybe they did live. I don't know. But, like, I saw something from Abema that was a team tournament with good time controls, but it was all clipped. I think Satomi was playing, and like you couldn't follow a game. You couldn't see it, like, because there were barely any moves shown. Which reminds me that I think Abema also had a game that was that Satomi was playing, or maybe it was the JSA channel, and it was live, so you were able to watch it live, which was great. But it ran into the middle of the night, so I went to sleep thinking I'm gonna wake up and watch the game. Nope, they pulled the video. It's like, how could you do that? And then it kills it that they didn't market that harder. Yeah, like those team tournaments are awesome. And it can't just be a cultural thing of people in the West liking these team tournaments, because Hikaru no Go has these. Those were a major part of the Hikaru no Go plot. So it's like, come on. You say that longer time controls will work in the form of edited content. You mean because if longer time controls, that means you can chop it up and turn him faster? Or I wonder what you mean by that. I think a good mix is like, you've got to have your slow time controls where people are really thinking, and you build up the gravitas and you build up the situation, you build up the thing. But for every game, for every Meijin game where the two pros are sitting there, and the first move is like they're sitting there at the empty board. So desu. It's like 5 minutes of sitting there, and then they push 3-4 or not 3-4 7-6 or something like that. And then the other player's like, never seen that before. They get the tea, pour the tea, drink the tea, put the tea down, take a candy, unwrap the candy, eat the candy, put the wrapper away. They respond with their pawn. It's like, come on. Like, I love it. I love it, because of, it's like so heady and there's so much gravity. And to me, it's sort of like humorous too, but like, come on. Like, every game can't be like that. And so, like, show some faster time controls. Have the all day game where there's a lunch in between, and we'll pretend like no one in the world is ever going to cheat. Let's be fine with that. Like, that's great. But like, get some games in there where you have to you hit your own clock. Like, have a player do their own clock. I don't want to see, they make a move, the score person, updates the thing, and then every so often you see the score person there pick the clock up, turn it around and look at it, and then put it back. I'm like, come on. Like, it's quaint and it has that gravitas, but like, come on. And then the value. So you say it's a value difference. They don't really value growth outside Japan as much, and that's and I'm fine with that. I understand that. Believe me, I understand not wanting something you love to kind of be trashed, or you sometimes fear that something you love is going to be changed, just changed beyond measure when you start letting other people into it. And I get that. I absolutely get that. I don't know how we deal with that as the people that are being kept out, but like, I get that. But the thing is, maybe they want to grow it in Japan too? Like, I don't think these are exclusive Western values to want sort of faster time controls, more exciting time controls. I mean, clearly it's not, because the biggest site is Shogi Wars, and that's all Blitz. So like, I think these are not exclusively Western values to have exciting team events or blitz or pros managing their own clocks. Like, I love the pomp and circumstance of everyone in their kimonos and the 17 or I don't even know 50 centimeter thick shogi board. Love it. I would love to spend $50,000 on a shogi board. Like, would love it, and I think it's really cool to see them in use. But is the Go world like that now? Like, honest question. Like, is the Go world, now that there are so many countries into Go, like, is it like that? It doesn't seem to me to be. The things that I see, I loosely follow it, but the events I see, it seems very similar to chess, where they're using table boards. Yeah, sure, they're thick, they're thicker than a chessboard, but that's just the nature of the game. But like, they're playing on nice boards, looks like nice stones. They're I think clicking their own clocks. I'm curious because it seems like Go is doing okay in Asia anyway, and the rest of the world. I mean, the USA has a pro program now. I don't know what being pro really entails. But hey, Ashton Silverworth, rating with a party of 3. Thank you, really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just ranting. This had 2 games that quickly led into a discussion, not a rant. It's discussion. It's the discourse. It's the discourse. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, hey, Todosky, great to see you. Alexi, great to see you too. Yeah. And then so watching Gotham chess videos in 2020 or so, and he's pretty good at keeping the interesting things. Yeah, I mean, I think Gotham chess's shtick wore off on me pretty quickly, but I cannot help but appreciate and respect the effort that he puts into it, and the amount of good he's done for chess. It's amazing. Yeah, and so like getting someone, I don't want to say getting someone like that in the shogi world, just because there's probably not going to be as much money yet. Would be great. It's clear you see all these people. I said Eric Rosen, John Bartholomew, Chess Network. These are people with just a ton of passion. You could see it. You could feel it through their videos. You could feel it through the fact that they're always playing. They're always playing. Show people that you love shogi. Like, show them. Don't have. Yeah. I've already talked about how Manao is only doing the 2-hour thing, but then Night Sparrow. If you spend even $1,000 on a shogi board, the thing is not getting used. It's going to be preserved behind reinforced glass wall for display only. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they're all expensive. Like a Kaya floor Goban. Yeah, like my floor Goban is just 9 centimeters. And it's Shinkaya, so it's I don't know if it's spruce or whatever, from Aoyama Goban 10. I think a couple of years ago it was like $350 or whatever. That was the most I was willing to spend on myself. And I left a carrot out there saying like, oh, if and when you become Shodan, then we'll think about the Kaya floorboard. And as it turns out, I did get I got a Kaya the 3 centimeter table board, and I like playing on the table board a lot more than the floorboard. I use the floor for review, but I love the table board because I can take it to the club, and yeah. Anyway, Wolfpack coming through, yeah. Oh, is that, wait, what are you going to use? Wolfpack coming through? Yeah. Night Sparrow's always got something good. Night Sparrow is, what is it called? something quotable, not eminently quotable, quotably quotable. I don't remember what that saying is. Someday we'll have to bring back Q combat. Yeah, I think Shogi mentioned that. I'm not familiar with what that is. I don't recall what that. I recall hearing the name at some point, but I don't know what that is. You'd probably buy, yeah, Ashton, you'd only buy a table board too soon, or I assume it's pronounced soon or something. Yeah, that's that I think I've switched my my sort of carrot at the end of the stick from the floor Goban or Goban. I've said that. I've said that on stream so many times. I must sound like a complete fool. It's not a Goban. Goban is you just show the Shogiban, the board, the floor board, so I think what I would like to get is a nice set of pieces. I think if I was going to splurge on some pieces like Aoyama Goban 10, however that's pronounced, they have somewhere in the $700, $800 range for like a really nice set of pieces. But then again, I might only do it if I was going to be buying from the store. Follower Jandro1, welcome. You came into some spicy chat. You entered at some spicy chat time. We've been going off on Sunday night here. This has been something. But about the too soon board, yeah, I saw someone, maybe it was Maple Sugar Lover, someone posted a photo of some players today, and they were on at that too soon, and I see it. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where else I saw it. Because I think I also saw it in one of those Minsk Shogi videos where they had like a Silver Crown tournament. No spoilers, please. I don't know who won that. I'm only starting on the first game. Yeah. So, Fuafua Mako, welcome. If I haven't said welcome yet, I see you say, imagine if one of the best shogi professionals was making entertainment videos like Hikaru Nakamura. That's what we've been saying. That is exactly it. Like, I think there are some great personalities out there, even though maybe they're not, because I don't speak Japanese, so maybe what they're saying is not interesting, but I bet they are. And yeah, make those. And if I may rant a little more on a tangent. So this is like a rant that's a tangent to the rant. What is the deal with all these videos that are not shogi, but they're like gimmicks of one player has a bunch of tokens, or they play a game where it's tokens versus tokens? Come on, like, I don't. Maybe that's what. Maybe they know their. I mean, maybe I'm almost certainly they know their viewers better than I know them. But come on, come on. You're a shogi professional. Are you telling me that you don't enjoy like what I as a spectator, what I take away from these endless gimmick videos from I don't know if it's Tetsuya or there's another great player. He might be 7Dan now, or I think his name is Hikaru. I don't remember his family name, but I think it's Hikaru. Is his given, his first name in Western terms. He does some streams with this other guy who's like I think a top amateur, or as best I can follow, a really strong amateur but not a pro. They do a bunch of videos. So many of them are gimmicks. Like, so they do it a bunch of other shogi content. Like, I click through and I see, there's some gimmick. It's not actually shogi. What all that tells me, it's if I didn't love the game so much, if I didn't play myself and love the game so much, especially having tried it over the board, and made friends and gotten camaraderie from the club, if I didn't have that, I would look at these videos and say, Shogi must be pretty darn boring because these pros don't even want to play it. They want to play these other gimmick games. Like, that's what that tells me. And actually, I had like a little crisis of that at some point where I'm thinking, should I just play chess? Like, do they not? Is there no light at the end of the tunnel? Not that I'm good at shogi, but like, as you get better, do you get bored of it? And do you have to play all these weirdo games with everyone's got tokens and everyone's got, it's like everyone's got horses or knights. Like, what is the message? You just trying to like, I guess you're just getting some clicks or maybe people like it. I don't know. Like every so often, hilarious. Every so often, play a bong cloud. Every so often, play chess 960. Every so often, play blindfold or duck chess like Eric Rosen did for a little bit. Awesome. It's awesome. Spices things up, gets people thinking about different things, brings in some new viewers. Great. But it shouldn't be, the gimmicks shouldn't be your primary in this dumb streamer's opinion. That's it. So anyway, again, I'm sorry. This is scrolling and I'm ranting. So I'm off that tangent rant. And no boards with legs until you establish a local club. But that's the thing. That's the thing with the board with the floorboard with legs. Oh, what are you going to do with it at a local club? Like, you can't really put it on top of the table. I was thinking, like I was trying to think of ways that I could use this with someone else. And my only idea was like, maybe I should invite the club to play at my house, or, maybe I should set up a small tournament out of my house someday. Like that's the best idea I've got. So like, if you do have ideas, like I'd be willing to hear that. But like at the cafe, at Panera Bread, you can't, I have no use for my table or my floor Goban, my floor shogi board with legs. And then you say, Night Sparrow, all I got are my words and my threat of using Demon Killer. That's enough. The threat is bigger than the is more than you. The threat is enough. You don't even need the execution. And then Todaski, it was something SE Shogi explained, I assume, and Nyrok put together, commentating games between low Q players. That to me, that sounds like a lot of fun. Like, as long as the low Q players aren't taking themselves seriously, and don't mind losing and don't mind like the laughing and stuff like that. Like, I would think it would be hilarious if if people were laughing at me. So like, you take it, as long as everyone's happy with that, that would be so cool. I mean, getting someone, I know she's busy now, but like Shogi Harbor, oh my gosh, like she's the only pro, correct me if I'm wrong, the only pro in history from the West, right? Like this is a unique time for all of us to be alive. We have this person, here, and if we could get her involved in any of that, like, how can that, oh man, I can't help but be excited for what could happen. But maybe people have been trying all this stuff for years, and maybe it's just not. I don't know, or maybe the JSA is just too sort of too. I don't want to say obstacle, but like just not caring enough. And then Night Sparrow. Then should there be a Q players commentating on Don games? Oh, I mean, sign me up. Also, sign me up. Give me an engine off screen so I could be making like. I think he should have pushed that pawn to 6-5. I wonder what the engine thinks about this. Meanwhile, I'm just spewing engine lines. I think, boy, he missed pawn 6-5, pawn takes, knight 6-4, knight 6-3. All right. Oh, Tyler woke up. Oh, I hope it wasn't from me getting too loud with the ranting. Alexei, you say if you're going to spend more money to buy better than entry level pieces, just spend the money. Going part way is a waste. I think that's mostly correct. I went part way on a set of single character maple pieces that I bought again from Aoyama. I will never be able to say that. Aoyama Gobanten. I like the pieces. Don't get me. They were. I think they were like $117, something like that. They're one piece maple, not color on the promotion side. They're nice. They're nice pieces, but like knowing what I know now, like the grain and whatnot, and I've seen some nicer pieces. I'd probably go with the $300, maybe some boxwood $300 pieces. And if you are thinking, and not to impose my feelings on other people, but like my take is that if you're thinking about buying cheap wood pieces, like we're talking cheap, like the ones like the $20 or $30 set from Amazon or whatever, if you're thinking about those versus a nice set of plastic pieces, I take a nice set of plastic pieces every day of the week. Maybe I'm weird. I love playing with a nice sort of heavy, nicely softened edges, like the plastic pieces. Aoyama Gobanten. I'm always talking about them. I think in stream 26 on YouTube, I think I put a list of all the stuff, but like, they have for very cheap. Keep in mind their shipping is what it is. If you're getting a bunch of things, the shipping is sort of nicely amortized over the cost of it. But like, it might be prohibitive to buy just a plastic pieces from them because shipping, FedEx or whatever they use now was a little expensive. But anyway, their plastic pieces are, to my tastes, awesome. And I would almost always rather be using these nice plastic pieces. I think the JSA also has a nice set, but like I have bought so many plastic pieces that are garbage that I think I have a couple sets that I'm pretty happy with, and I'll wait to buy another set when I'm in Japan where I could feel them, because I've wasted a lot of money trying to get a nice plastic set, like from Amazon.co.jp or Amazon or elsewhere. But anyway, these Aoyama Gobanten pieces, they're like $10 or $15, something like that. They're really cheap and they're great. They're great. Don't know how I got on that. Well, I mean, while I'm there, I mean, take this as you will, as maybe an interpretation of whether or not you'd enjoy it. You agree with me on the plastic pieces. I also like playing on vinyl boards. I like a nice vinyl board. Obviously, like nice plastic pieces, or nice wood pieces on a nice wood board. It's awesome. I bought a set similarly priced, a little more expensive than that maple set from Aoyama Gobanten. I bought the Nekomato. I think they called it like the premium Hidechi set. It's the one character red on the back, Ono Ore wood. I actually like those pieces more than the maples. I think the Ono Ore has a nicer grain. Maple, I think to me is better in chess pieces. It's pretty rare. There's a Slovenian craftsman who uses maple, European maple and walnut in pieces, and it's beautiful, like incredible. I don't think the grain of maple lends itself well to as well to shogi pieces. But that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. But yeah, so yeah, I agree with Alexei. Ashton Silver, I used to do live commentary with Nyrock and Shogi Explained on the Tourney 2 games years ago. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I mean, that's a lot of games. Oh, Shogi Explained. Welcome. Yeah, the Tourney 2, but there are a lot of players in those, right? And what hours did you run? What hours were you doing? Because it's mostly Europeans in there, right? Maybe there are enough non-Europeans or people playing on the weekend that streaming those and commentating would be good. Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, those games are. I mean, they're compelling to me. They're compelling enough to me without I mean, obviously I'd want with commentary, but I'm just saying like those games are so good. I watch them just straight out of 81 Dojo. Q Combat and Mortal Kombat parody I did. Yeah, Mortal Kombat guys, they love putting their K on everything. I mean, in the I don't know if you play the recent games, but like it's like it's so over the top. They're just looking to use that K everywhere. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Well, I don't consider that a gimmick. I don't know if you're responding to my use of the word gimmick for like the other the professional shogi streamers. This is shogi. Like it's shogi. It's not like, you know, people with 17 tokens and whatnot. It's the format needed to popularize the game. So Todovsky is on team Q combat. When you say you're reading too much into that, Pracios, the spike, I wonder what that is for. Oh, you think gimmicks and variants aren't as bad as you think? Yeah, maybe I don't know. I mean, yeah, like all I can say are my own feelings. It was a major turnoff to me. I stopped watching some of those streamers because like it was all non, as far as I'm concerned, non shogi. Like I want to see the main game. Like I'm not bored with the main game. You know, I want to see people like I want to see a pro come in here and do what Daniel Naroditsky does or what John Bartholomew does. Basically the climb the rating ladder. What is it? What else is it called? You climb the rating ladder. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the other speed run. And there's some other thing where they respectfully start at the bottom, climb through the ranks. The thing that Lily Lion Main started doing once. Like, imagine if Shogi Harbor was doing that. Imagine if a pro was doing that. How incredible that would be. Where you get to see, I would see, you know, at my level, interest, like, all these parts of the game where I'm talking and I'm kind of a little clueless on where to proceed, I'd see, that's how a pro would take that apart. Or these are things that a pro is thinking about. These mistakes that I sort of see and feel every so often, the pro is talking about how this is a common mistake amongst this level, and here's how you work around it. Like all these ideas, like I can't even begin to explain how much I feel I get out of those chess videos where they're doing speed runs or climbing the rating ladder. I eat those up. And I know others do too, because people are always raving about Naroditsky's and Bartholomew's, Naroditsky apostrophe S, Bartholomew apostrophe S. Todowski, your most watched videos have nothing to do with chess. Well, yeah, because they're shogi. Yeah. Well, you say they're legitimate games in their own right. I mean, I hear you. I hear you, and I respect that. I mean, I respect that. It's just I think it hurts. I think it hurts the growth of the game, or I think it hurts the promotion of the game, of the game being main shogi. Current professional shogi. Jandro, you say, and I'm sorry that I'm so late to get to these. I had a friend come over and play on my table with legs just today, coincidentally. That's awesome. Do you play, or like, do you hold meetings there, or do you just like, do you play in a club? Like, I love hearing about people playing over the board, because I'm convinced that the more people try it, they're going to see how fun it is. Like, someone DM'd me this week based on one of the videos on YouTube. Like, so someone on YouTube, and they said that they're nervous to play. They said, I'm not going to say any names, so you know who you are, who asked this, but like, they're nervous to play over the board because they're going to lose, and the other players are going to be bored. Believe me, I understand that thought. I understand that thought. And, I had the same sort of thought before I went to play over the board for the first time. And even now that I've been doing it for close to a year and a half, so let's say, let's see. So there were varying numbers of people at this. So I'll just take the East Bay Shogi Club. Let's just forget San Francisco Shogi Club and Silicon Valley Shogi Club. Let's just take East Bay Shogi Club, where for let's say a year and a quarter. So what is that? 15 months worth. I played either 2 games a day or 3 games a day. So when that that Japanese family was in town and the 8-year-old was there, we rotated the games. The 3 of us, we played 2. Now it's mostly just the 2 of us. Now that the kid and the family has gone home, so I'll play 3 games. So an average of two to 3 games over 15 months. But let's just say just for math, let's say math, I've played 50 weeks. Let's say it's been 50 weeks at this East Bay Club, and let's take a low estimate of only 2 a week. It's 100 games. It's 100 games. So I've probably played at this club more than 100 games. I have won fewer than 20 of these games. I've won fewer than 20 of these games. I've been blown out of some of them. But as far as I know, the other players still enjoyed playing. I can't get enough of it. Like, I'm stunned. Even as a very competitive person, it's been incredible. Like, it is so fun. I can't put it into words, but like, I'm losing almost every game I play. Some of the games are closer, some of the games are not as close. Some of the games I win, and it keeps me going. But like, you don't have to worry about losing. People are not going to mind playing someone who people are not going to mind playing a new player. They're I think overwhelmingly people will be ecstatic to have a new player to play against. So, and to beat. I think some people also like that. They like, you get a win. So it's like, it's everyone wins. Everyone wins. So just on that tangent, do not let that stop you, because it is so fun to play. It is like, online is awesome, and I'm liking it more and more since I've been streaming. I'm enjoying it more and more. But over the board is incredible. Let's see. Only pro in history not native to Japan. Okay, yeah, it's awesome. It's incredible. It's incredible. We're in a unique time in the history of shogi, and it'd be nice to see more. She tried her best, but she never got any support from Renmei. Correct me if I'm wrong. I sort of said this in the last time stream, and I don't know if we got clarification on it. Was it Madoka Kitao that brought her over to Japan. Like I had said before that like this is the person who's doing the most for the popularization of shogi outside of Japan. I don't know if that's true, but it seems to me to be that way. And if she also brought Carolina over, then yeah, why don't we hear more from her? I guess she's doing. Yeah, I mean, like not why greedy to ask for someone who's done so much for more. We've got all these great English books thanks to her store. We've got the first pro potentially. Madoka mentored her. Okay, yes. All right, so I'm gonna scroll back up here. And the word you're looking for is that the JSA is a clique. I mean, I will agree with your word. I'm not gonna say it. But it seems that way. And again, it's their prerogative. It's fine. And maybe that just means that, we in the West have to work harder. I don't know. But like, when the Russians were dominating or the Soviets were dominating chess, did the people in Cuba or the US or India, like, did they just be like, the Soviets are taking over the game? Maybe they did, but like, it's clearly all these countries didn't give up because it's a world game and everyone's playing it and everyone is excelling in it. And I think shogi could be that. Like, I don't see why not. Just because of the kanji on the pieces, I don't think that's I mean, yeah, it's a semi unfortunate hurdle. I think it's semi unfortunate. I love it. It appeals to my sensibilities. So for me, it's good. But I can understand that people would prefer figurines, like chess, rather than kanji. But like, it's sort of the nature of the game that you need these pointing because of the way they get replaced. So long story short, like, I still think that the passion of the people playing it will overcome the problem with the pieces. I absolutely believe that. Like, I think, like I said, this person watching our game today, and to me, out of the corner of my eye, he seemed engrossed. In our game. He didn't know how the pieces moved. He just saw two people focused. Like, we were, locked in on this game, and it looked, the board was crazy. It looked crazy. Like, he didn't even know how the pieces move, but you could tell that crazy stuff is going on. And, he asked about it, and maybe he'll go look it up and play some on his own. I don't know. But like, I know you can get people interested in shogi that don't know anything about shogi because every single week at the club, someone asks about it at least once. I would say on average at least once. Let's continue. Shogi explained, actually, there was a girl who became pro who was born in Northern Ireland. Aya Uchiyama. Oh, parents are Japanese though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would count that, but I don't know if for the popularization in the West, if that would like, I think for all intents and purposes, like, I think people would probably still view that as Japanese versus like I don't even know what I'm saying, like someone from Poland. Just someone from, like, what a story. What I'm every time I think about it, what a story. And why don't we have more? Like, why isn't there more about this? Like, the JSA or whatever, like, a kid playing online and getting discovered by Madoka Kitao and going over to Japan and my understanding was not really knowing Japanese much when going over, but then learning it there. Is that true? Like, what a story! How is that story not like one of the most inspiring things you've ever heard? Like, how can this not help popularize the game? Fua Fua, you say, so either Don's making fun of Q's or Q's making themselves look ridiculous. Sounds good. Yep. The it definitely sounds good to me. I will watch. I'll like say, if you're going to spend 50 to 100 pieces, the quality still isn't great. Might as well spend extra to get something worthwhile. Yep. Yeah, like I said, like, you know, my $100-some maple pieces. I think there are times like I like playing with the plastic more, quite a bit. It's a wash, really. You know, I like them, but yeah. JS has nice thick plastic pieces. Yep, so those are the ones that I am waiting to go to. I'll pick up when I'm in Japan, because I can't seem to find those online. Again, like this stuff. I am trying to pay the JSA money. I'm trying to pay them money. They don't want it. They don't want it. How about Shogi Club 24? You know, this antique site that I adore. You know, for whatever reason, I would like to be able to use their analysis software. You know, the full features of their analysis software. Am I the only person outside of Japan who wants that? I mean, maybe they know better. Maybe it's not worth translating or taking my money. You know, maybe I don't even need to translate it. I just need their payment processing to work. Like, I want to pay them. I want to pay these people to use the software that they've written. You know. Okay. But yeah, the cheaper pieces are not what you're talking about. Yeah. I love those JSA. I love those JSA pieces. Do it eventually. Yeah. Yeah. You do need to make sure you have the money to throw at it. And then, okay, a big comment here from Shogi is playing Q Combat was 100% meant to be a gimmick. It was actually very popular with Go players. It was my most popular stream. It had like 800 Twitch VOD views. Wow. Ridiculous amount of preparation. Did a whole bunch of graphics based on the Mortal Kombat. Even did a character where I pretended to be. Are those on YouTube anywhere? I would watch. I'd rewatch those on YouTube, or I don't think Twitch keeps long VODs, or keeps VODs long. But see, I guess I'm not calling that a gimmick. I'm still not calling that a gimmick. At least in the context of what I'm talking about, the gimmick is it's not the main game. It's a row of pawns replaced with a row of tokens. It's the silvers replaced with golds. So you have 4 golds and the other player has 4. The other player has 4 silvers. You have 4 golds. Like those kind of things. You know, they're all right. They're all right as occasional, extremely occasional content. But to me, they shouldn't be the focus like they seem to be in some of these channels. And like this Q Combat, that sounds like the real deal. It's like PogChamps. No one, I don't think anyone can seriously argue that wasn't chess. It's chess. It's the game of chess played by bad players, but it's chess. 100 live viewers. I don't think I've ever seen a Shogi stream with more than 20s, and that was like Shogi Harbors. But then again, you know, I guess I haven't seen that many. So Todasu top videos include gizmos and gadgets, speedrun, discovering Omega T, translation memory. Well, yeah, I mean, there's some amazing stuff out there. I mean, I've watched a lot of car videos. I watch tons of guitar videos, and yeah. Okay, so we're back to Madoka mentoring her, and Turwig. Hey, good to see you. This two games on Lee Shogi turned into a big big rant and discussion of growing the game or getting more people involved. Only joined a few minutes ago, so this may be related on the topic of stronger players being bored and not helping new players. I was worried when considering asking stronger players for advice or a game that they wouldn't want to since it may not be interesting for them. Yeah, I definitely do. I still worry about it. But like, if it's the difference between someone saying, should I go play at the club as a beginner or should I not? I think they've got to go. I think people will welcome them with open arms. I think they'll be happy, and like it's still like, me dropping a rook or against the 5-dan at Silicon Valley Shogi Club when I dropped my bishop, just straight up dropped it. Like I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm thinking, oh, I didn't give this person a good game, and I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself. But like, really, I don't think he's thinking. Maybe he is, but like, I don't think he's thinking, oh, this idiot. This. How dare this idiot come at me with his feeble skills? Like, I don't think they're thinking that. I think they're just, I think they're having fun. And I think they're thinking, next game, I'm going to beat him by not making a castle and just pushing everything up the board, or I'm going to do this other thing. And I think everyone I've met, and maybe everyone's just passive aggressive and I'm misreading things, but everyone I've met has been really nice and happy to have people there. And that's not going to stop me from being nervous about reviews. Like I don't love the reviews after a game usually. I usually don't, because it's a hang up of mine where, like, I don't want to waste the stronger players' time by having them talk about things. If I lose, I don't want to waste their time, and if I win, I feel sort of sheepish or kind of like weird. I don't know. I'm weird. Yeah. So you say, but then you think about how you feel about teaching new players, and I still enjoy it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It exactly is. And then see, you probably haven't experienced it, but my experience, I'll teach these players, and they'll have me sweating bullets on like the first day, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose. Who am I to tell anyone how to play anything? I'm gonna lose. And then the next week I do lose, and then I don't sleep that night because I lost, and I'm so crazy in my head about it. Shogi Harbor had 800 live viewers. That must have been all that must have been Japanese players, right? Like, do we even have like 800 shogi playing Western Twitch viewers? I actually, before I saw you say Habu, I thought it was going to be the Peter Heine Nielsen versus Matthew Sadler match, because I thought we'd be getting all those chess players. Fuafua, reading back in order because I think I missed that. They don't even send you your verification code. Is that for Shogi Club 24 or is that for one of the vendors? And then you say we need Shogi boxing. There's another thing that chess did. It's like it got people. People were talking about it. People were talking about it like crazy. I didn't watch because I'm not really into it. I don't mind boxing. I love chess, but chess and boxing, I don't know. And then Rico, I can't speak for everyone, but I don't see it as a waste of time at all to coach lower ranked players in post-game analysis. Yeah, if anything, it's an investment. Exactly. And I think that's what I think that's how most people think about it. If you can guide them into becoming a better player, It'll be more fun to play against them in the future. 100%. And I think, at least the people I see at the Silicon Valley Shogi Club, some of them love to teach. Some of them love to teach. Some of them are really good at teaching. And it's a really, I don't want to generalize, but like, it seems like shogi players, and maybe it's because it's a smaller group, but like shogi players are awfully nice people. Everything I can see is that everyone is really nice. I don't think it's like two-faced nice. I think it's just people are really nice. They like the game, they like the game enough to come out and play. One of the guys in Silicon Valley, he rides his bike. It seems like he's there, rain or shine, riding his bike in, and rain or shine or cold. And I think he likes to teach. This player I'm talking about with the bike, I think he likes to teach more. I don't think he's, and maybe he is, and I'm just misreading it, but I don't think he's all that competitive. I don't think he likes the stress as much of competing, but he loves teaching. He loves showing people how to play, or he loves playing like a teaching game where he's got a couple pieces and the other person has to learn basically how the pieces move. It's so cool to watch. It's so cool to watch. Last year when we started playing at Panera, we had like two people who were really good at teaching, and we had a bunch of newer players, more than we have now, but we had newer players that were like from March Comes In Like a Lion and I think Dragon Ball, I don't know, but regardless, they were coming in, and there were simuls, there was just teaching sessions, and it seemed like people really liked it. Some of them drifted off after a while, so maybe they didn't, or maybe they had other things to do. I think that's the nature of anything. Like people at the chess club, they come and they go. But anyway, it's everyone likes the game for different reasons. But everyone I've met, I have not met one jerk. It's like at the chess club I've met a jerk. Actually, I've met a couple jerks. And at the shogi club, and not to make it chess versus shogi, because I adore chess, and most people are amazing there, but like maybe it's part of being an underdog, that everyone feels as an underdog as a shogi player, but like everyone is really nice. So if you're thinking about going, just go, just try it. I do not think you'll regret it. And like I said, I lose almost every game I play over the board, and I'm still coming back for more. It's fun. It's fun. Just as they say, Nike, just do it. And then you're saying you like how Rico's thinking. Yeah, totally. All right, you got to have, yeah. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. If you're still there, thank you. Or if you see you later, appreciate it. Yeah, this has been. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting to play. This stream started out maybe the slowest of any of the streams I think I've done, where it didn't look like anyone was coming in. And I was trying to play a game on Lee Shogi, not finding a game. No one in the arena was active. No one was taking my casual game. And then did get a couple games, and then chat erupted here. And one of the goals of the stream was to prevent me from going out to get ice cream. And it's 11 o'clock. It's almost 11 o'clock. It's 10:57, and the store closes at 11. So, like, all the goals of the night have been met. I didn't eat ice cream, played some shogi, chatted, and ranting wasn't going to be wasn't one of the goals. It just happened, and that was fun. Oh boy. Okay. Well, if anyone has another topic or anything further to say on this, I'd be glad to stay. I don't know, anything. I'm not, I don't have any, big ideas at the moment. I do at some point have to get to bed because I have summoned. As I said, I thought I'd be doing jury duty, and I was summoned, and it starts at 8:30 tomorrow. So whatever, that's um yeah. Well, it's true. You say that. You have a jury duty next week as well. Yeah. We're both going to be doing our duty. We're both going to be doing our duty. It's the yeah the but yeah, this could, I mean, this feels like a podcast. I was thinking about that. Like, I don't know if I'm a good enough, interviewer, or I'm just saying too much, or saying something else. But the the there's so many chess podcasts now. Most of them do basically like an hour a week or whatever it is. They interview someone, or they talk about their time at the club, or things they recommend. See, that's the thing, is that I still feel my skills are too feeble to really make recommendations. I do follow a couple of chess podcasts where they're weaker in chess probably than even I am in shogi. So and they're compelling. They talk about their stuff that they do. I think it's compelling. I could listen to anything about chess. I would listen to anything about shogi. But there's some of the better ones with interviews and whatnot. I think it'd be cool. I wonder, like, would anyone listen to those? Would anyone? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way, Rico. I feel the same way. It's like, if there's going to be like carrying a conversation with someone, I don't know. Yeah, like me talking to me over the phone, or in person. It's like pulling teeth. I need someone to lead that, because I am like the world's most boring person. It's ridiculous. You think Ego's Starpoint podcast? Oh, Starpoint. I will listen to that. I looked for Go podcast. A Go podcast, maybe, I don't know. Let's just say a year ago. It was a while ago, just to see, because there at the time there were few the chess podcasts have kind of like grown like weeds, and there weren't as much. So I was just looking for sort of game content, like games, sort of strategy game adjacent content. And I looked, but like, Go is the world's worst game name. So it's terrible to search for. If someone doesn't put Wei Chi or Baduk in their title, it's like, it's just not going to be found. So I didn't find anything, or maybe this is just new. I'm going to listen to that. I'll definitely listen to that. Starpoint. It's pretty good. It's only been running a couple months. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense why I didn't see it potentially, because I was looking earlier than that. All right, well, that's good. Get in at the ground floor, see how they evolve. That's always interesting with some of these podcasts. How the first 10 episodes or whatever are pretty rough, and they get into their stride, and it becomes nice. That's also fun. Yeah, it really is a bad name. Yeah. I'd be up. I like that's. I've heard those types of discussions, and that was also my thinking, is that just switch it to Baduk. Just switch it. It's are Korean. Does Korea still sort of dominate it, or has China leveled the playing field, or? Yeah, actually, it's funny. When you typed ego, I assumed that's exactly the reason. That's when I see someone explicitly spell it out that way, that like my mind jumps to that as the explanation, just to make it sort of obvious. Okay, so Korean dominates still. Yeah, Yeah, it's also a cool game. I don't know if any of you've seen one of those AI boards. They're it's a uh, Go board with the built-in AI and the piece. I thought it was cool. I don't remember what it was called. Um, I like that stuff. I like that stuff. It's still so fascinating to me. As someone who played Go back, and I just broke my rules. So as someone who played Baduk back 20 years ago, when it was the idea of a computer beating a good player was absurd. Just absurd on its face. To now be in this world where you have physical boards that have engines built in that are better than a pro, or I assume those are at that level. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's amazing. And I don't think, even though it does ruin some of the magic, I don't think it ruins it. I think it evolves it. It helps people learn faster. Maybe I don't know. Pluses and minuses. Pluses and minuses. Then Rico, you say Korea and China are basically trading punches, and Japan is playing by itself in the playground, as far as I can tell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wonder if there's some analysis to be taken from that. Like, it almost feels sort of like Shogi like, where they might be content to be in their own circle, and it's understandable. I mean, I get it. I get it. And then you say a Japanese Cho just recently finalized a transfer to the Korean League. Oh, fascinating. Wow. Wasn't gosh, I was gonna say Sota. It's not. It's not. It's not. There the player. The player, I think it begins in the English name, it begins with an I. I think the player who, if you've seen Hikaru no Go, when he was a little kid, he was interviewed, like, saying he wants to be a pro Go player. He was interviewed at the end of the show. They have little segments at the end, and he became like the best player in Japan. And I thought he was good enough to compete on the world scene. Oh gosh. Oh, what was that name? I can't remember it. But that's gonna bother me. I'll have to look that up. But I thought I thought the Shogi world can learn from Go a bit. We'll see. The game is just so good. It's got to get more people playing. It really, we've got to have tournaments. And more get-togethers, more tournaments, more. Yeah. Well, I would love that. Like, that's. I love March Comes In Like a Lion. Really, really like it. But it's not. I don't think it's enough shogi to really capture that shogi, capture the people to play it. I mean, it definitely has gotten some. Like I said, some of the players at Silicon Valley Club have come over because of it. But, like, I think to get a mass, well, I don't know. Maybe it did in Japan. Maybe it did. I say what you will about the chapters, that manga, that new manga. I like it. I'm cheering for the old guy. I'm cheering for them both, but, like, I'm cheering for the old guy too. He's representing that. That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, it. I read that all caps fine. I read that sort of, like, slightly seething through your teeth, like, it's fine. I'm just. What's the other one called? The other one I liked. But I haven't put money into it yet. I wasn't sure. That was your tone. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, the one on K manga where it's like 99 fun bucks or whatever they're called to get Orion's board. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that one seems like it's a little bit more like it's trying to also do the sort of capture the same sort of feel as Hachi One Diver. Have I checked out the Board King? I've never even heard of the Board King. Like I periodically look for stuff. Like I said, I don't speak Japanese, so I miss out. But like Hachi One Diver is pretty much the only manga I've tried to follow, and I still have a lot that I haven't read that I should. Okay, the Board King on Manga Dex. Okay, yeah, presumably there are sort of fan subs or official subs possibly. Vampire Shogi manga we talked about. Oh, okay. It's not the one. It's not the one where the young child, like the parents are killed and then she's playing. No, that's Shion no O, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Shion no O. Okay. All right, I will definitely look that up. Yeah, because I love that. Like I said, like probably similar to you. It's if there's shogi content, I'm going to consume the shogi content. I don't ever have vampire who learned how to play shogi and decided to use. All right. Oh, that sounds good. I'm in. I'm in on the premise. Oh man, yeah. Oh, good times. Is it long? Is there a lot of it, or does it sort of you just a little bit like Shion no O was pretty short, the videos. um yeah, that's like I don't want to get invested in this thing that's going to be like 2 episodes. That's always the trick too. I'm hoping the God, the what is it, the God before me. I'm hoping. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's the possibility still that more will roll out. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. There's it would be nice to have a one. Well, I mean, now that there's these two new ones as well, I mean that I'm excited about that. But something focusing more on the game than March Comes In Like a Lion. So it's good. It's good. Oh boy. Oh boy. I gotta. I think thinking about what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I think I'm going to bring my Watanabe Maiden 3 book to jury duty, so I have something to something to do while I'm waiting to be called, or just waiting to be ignored, or whatever that process is. That book, like I said before, I go so slowly through that book. I think it'll be fine just to bring that. I guess I'll also have my phone to do Mate Challenge on Shogi Quest if I do finish, but I don't think there's any chance I could finish 100 puzzles. Yeah, this Maiden 3 Watanabe book, it's ridiculous. Ridiculously good. It's like they're not even tricks. They're just for whatever reason, for me, they're just hard. And I like I'm constantly kind of amazed by it, that like it's just a Maiden 3. It's all I have to do are three. It's like 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And I'm sitting there, 10 minutes or more sometimes on some of these. It's yeah. It'd be really nice if Ryuo wasn't the big popular shogi anime. I wouldn't be too upset if that series died in a fire. The Ryuo, that's March Comes In Like a Lion, right? or no, Sangatsu no Ryon, no. Hey, Shogi Pan, great to see you. Great to see you. It feels like it's been a while. Move this. It'd be really nice. Okay, so I'm not. I don't think that's March Comes Like a Lion. It'd be really nice if, or I just read that one. I really hope people don't ask me about. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I've seen. I think I watched the first on YouTube, or I opened up the first and sort of quickly, um, left. There's gonna be dedicated show the Sakura. That's going to be where is that going to be in the Northwest? Is that in Seattle? I think I might have asked that. Yeah, that one. It's translated as like master's work is never done, right? Or maybe yeah, or which is okay, so Katagami. I wonder if I have that because I just bought. I bought on Amazon.co.jp. I bought like every 1, 3, and 5 mate in 1, 3, and 5 that I could find, or using my limited, extremely limited Japanese cut and paste abilities, that I could paste in there, and then I would give a couple of the. I would put some of these to the mom of that kid who I mentioned was playing at the club, and she would translate or tell me what they are. Okay, so Sakura is a Seattle. Oh, Katagami. Yeah. Yeah, and which pieces do you need to mate? Oh, when you say you want to read all the running king lines, you mean you imagine what might be in your hand? Is that because they just give you one piece, right? I mean, they give you three pieces. Three. Those three pieces are not in hand. It's just the one piece. But you're gonna read all the running king lines, or maybe Katagami has another book. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. The one where you saw a mate, you thought you saw a mate, before they came to run off the board. Oh man, I'm still steaming over these two problems I got wrong on Lee Shogi the other day. So like I burned I burned like 3 months worth of daily puzzle, like the daily puzzle. I burned like 3 months worth of correct in a row just by getting two wrong. It dropped me in my my precious puzzle rating. And it's that trick sometimes where it's like, oh, this one's easy, and then I think about it. I don't just do it, like I'm thinking about it, and I think, oh, okay, yeah, I see what they did, and then it wasn't, and it was there. I missed. Yeah, the knight had moved, so there was a way for the king to walk away. It still was an overwhelming position, but like, I didn't get the mate, so I got it wrong. And yeah, I lost 88, or actually I think it was probably 90 points on those two problems. So Yeah, you lost something like 50 to 100 puzzle rating points in Elite Chess recently, but at least your Blitz rating. Oh, yeah, that is, yeah, 2,300, you know, major props. That's incredible. That's incredible. I, how are you, how, how are you doing the two? I mean, obviously they're complementary games, but I mean, most people would have to focus and be lucky to be, it'd be their dream to be 2,300. How in the world are you doing that? And you're also streaming a bunch of random games. It's like, man, yeah, yeah, that's pretty awesome. That is really awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking about what. I guess with Shogi, I'm struggling to win against 5Qs, but probably just need to relearn my opening Joseki. Man. Especially when you were playing Shogi quite a bit before your semester started, you'd keep looking for pieces in hand in non-drop games. Well, I guess that's better than me, where I've done it a couple times now, where there's a hand that has a piece to drop, and instead of grabbing the piece and putting the piece to drop, I took the piece that was already on the board and dropped it where I thought yeah, to be good at both is awfully impressive. Awfully impressive. There's no downplaying that achievement. That's really impressive. I'm jealous, but it's impressive. Oh man. Though at this point, I would just take the shogi. I'd take. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Well, it's coming. It's coming this week. Well, I guess last week technically. I think Sunday is the beginning of the new week. But last week was really. It felt good. It felt good for me. I definitely feel like I at least turned some small corner. I don't know. Felt better. Ranking up a bit at Shogi Club 24. Having a couple good sessions on Shogi Wars. Over the board, I'm pleased. Even though one of the games today I kind of really bungled, the other two games were really good. The games I could be sort of proud of anyway. And yeah. So it's a good week. Yeah, when found out I think it was early last week when the aim for the king, when Todovsky said aim for the king. I think that was. No, it was the week before, because I think that happened before Nyrok's stream. So there was the aim for the king, and then on that stream, Nyrok beat a Shodan on 81 Dojo from a state of utter destruction. Like he was, I still think, maybe I'm wrong. Nyrok was dead lost. Like as close, I think, to hopeless as you could get, and came back by just kind of plugging away, promoting into tokens, and while the opponent made a couple slow-ish moves, and it was just awesome and inspiring to see. So I thought, well, if he can do this against a Shodan, in 81 Dojo Shodan, I can beat these 2 and 3 and 1 Qs on Shogi Wars. Like I can come back, and I've had a bunch of comeback games this week, like a bunch. Well, a lot of those comeback games, I had a big advantage and then gave it up and then came back. But regardless, I think I felt like I had more tenacity. And so it was like that 1-2 punch of sort of believing in that attack and aiming for the king with that attack rather than trying to just like build up my defense in the back and just more slowly lose. Come up with some ideas and just play out the ideas. And let's see. Yeah. So you ready to break into 2, Don? Gosh. I try to tell myself, don't be jealous, don't be in a rush, enjoy the journey, because it's like every step of the way I feel like that I'll be at now, every step of the way from now on is the time when I could advance the most in the shortest amount of time. So, it's like, that advancement, growing your game, the velocity of that is going to be fast now. And then it's going to get, it'll be a little slower. Let's, go, and then slower and slower and slower to the point where, eventually you hit that plateau and you can't improve, or you start regressing a bit. But yeah, so I'm trying to tell myself, enjoy this time, enjoy every step of the journey. And I definitely am, but that doesn't mean I don't want that Menjo certificate with Shodan or I mean, the dream, 2 Dan or whatever. But I guess first my 3Q Menjo certificate has to arrive. That's still in the mail. I've got, official correspondence from the JSA, saying that it's on the way. Man, didn't rank up to until about 10 years after. Don't feel like it. See, I have to rush though. See, that's the thing. I don't know how many more years this brain has. I don't know how much more growth this brain has. So I got to get there. I've got to get there. And so yeah, I'm Hikaru now, just running, running towards the goal. The little nexus of light or whatever is there. I'm running towards it, and I've got to. And I'm tripping. I'm running towards it on the sidewalk, and I'm tripping on the lines. Yeah, that's you say you're lazy about playing, and that all the strength comes from books. I mean that's sort of what that's why I'm like sort of forcing myself to do this, because I wasn't enjoying online, but I felt like I had to play online. Like I see how these kids and adults, are learning, are improving their chess game just by playing they're playing thousands of games, they're playing hundreds of games, and they're improving. And so I felt like I've got to do that, especially since I've got to flip that switch on online to make me like it, and now I definitely am liking it more. Especially as I've said, Shogi Club 24 for whatever reason is getting into that hollowed ground of feeling almost like over the board. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's the thing. I mean, plenty of people, strong players, say that like studying Tsume is the way to get better. So it seems like maybe even, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say more than chess, but that's like the chess players that come in with the tactical sensibilities, they come in and they do well at the club. they come in and do well. So tactics. Yeah, I've got and that other that's the third sort of the triumvirate of things for me that I feel like might have flipped some bit in my head to make me play a little better. That I started doing those mate challenges, those 30-second mate challenges on Shogi Quest. I did a bunch of those, and like I was making some pretty quick mates in the 10-second shogi and in the 10-minute. I was pretty pleased. I have been pretty pleased with how that went, and so all three of those things together really have combined for a good week. But shogi has a way of making me feel like an idiot. So, maybe next week will be rough. Maybe it'll be, one step up, one step back. We'll see. But But I'm gonna come back. We'll the jury duty tomorrow, so I won't. It's another. I wonder how late it'll be. We'll see. But I definitely want to do that Monday, at least a mini marathon, something like that on Monday night. You can tell me for sure that Sume is not the best way to train your middle game. Well, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, sometimes middle game has tactics. There are little tactics in middle game. I ran into it today over the board where there was a tactic I just sort of missed. And I like to think that even though you're not studying those particular tactics, doing Sume sort of opens your mind to seeing the possibility of the pieces, and it'll help there. But otherwise, the middle game is that murky ground where I sometimes struggle to come up with plans. I struggle to figure out what the opponent's plans are. And more so than in chess, where at least in my experience, I seem to be able to think about fundamentals, or I seem to be able to come up with plans or think about what to do. A lot of times in shogi, I'm just clueless, no idea. And if you get good enough at Sume, you can get away with being bad at middle game because you win endings. Yeah, I mean, well, that I feel like, especially at my level, that's absolutely a possibility. A lot of those games, in reviewing that recent Shogi, that recent Shogi Wars stream, which was 10-minute games, where I was actively trying to not time out and training for this 8-minute tournament. I was down, I was up and then I was down in a bunch of those, and down big, and the opponent couldn't find the mate, and I could, even though mine was took a little longer, and I won those games. So that's totally true. It's totally true. Yeah. It happens. It's fun. Well, you say, I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you saw Nyrok's stream today. He played like 2 or 3 Shogi Wars games, and he was playing Shodans. They were hanging a lot of pieces. They were dropping a lot of pieces. And like I said, his game, last week on 81 Dojo, where he's playing a Shodan, and they just didn't finish it off. Like, a game where I felt like I would have been able to finish it off. They weren't able to finish it off. And Shogi, I feel like I'm a broken record. I say it to myself even now. Like, Shogi's a hard game to win, and it's an easy game to lose. And that doesn't seem to go away. If what I see of Shodan level play on Shogi Wars and 81 Dojo is any indication, it doesn't go away anytime soon. And the game's just too complicated. It's just too complex. There's too much going on. There's too many places to drop. There's pawns are pretty magical. At some point it all must come together, but I don't know where that point is. The game is just very, very difficult. Yeah. Yeah, so you solved hundreds of Sume and watched the Hidechi videos where you played a single game. That's amazing. See, it's amazing to me that you had the motivation to do that without having played. I guess maybe in the back of your mind you can think you're going to play. Able to consistently solve 5 to 7 move Sume in Byoyomi. That's strong. That's a strong, as far as I'm concerned, that's a strong end game. So I mean, you can be blowing pawns up in your own terror. You could be losing your own pawns or whatever. You get to terrible positions in the middle game. But if you can do 5 to 7 Sume in Byoyomi, you're gonna win a bunch of those games. It's just gonna happen. Yeah. According to Melkor, Western players are generally better at checkmate than Japanese. Oh, that's interesting. It's so funny. Like it's amazing, Rico. I feel like we're on the same wavelength on a lot of these things. I was sort of off in my brain thinking, like, as I was looking at I've got I think I mentioned I've got a Central Rook. I've got a Central Rook book that was a gift. It's a strategy book, and since I don't read Japanese, it's like slow going, and I'm just following diagrams and whatnot. But I was thinking, like, maybe my chance here is just to be really good at Sume, because that's what I can do. I'm not going to be able to study as much. So these other players, all these players I go against, they're going to know their openings well and their middle game a little better. But all I really can learn from here is these books that I have, these Sume. So maybe if I max, min max, if I just max that out, at least I'll be able to do that. So it's always reassuring to see you say something like that. You say something that that I've rolled in my head and wondered about. So I wonder. Like it's like a joke, but it's not a joke. Oh yeah, 60 seconds feels like a long time now. Thanks to Shogi Quest, I could see that. Yeah, those mate challenges, those 30-second mate challenges are good. They're really good. I'm still at an embarrassing level here. Although I don't know if it's, yeah, I'm sort of wavering a bit. I was gonna say I don't know if it's caught up yet, because I'm still at a very high percentage of correct, but I'm only in the 3 Qs. But yeah, so I'm wavering. I'm wavering, but definitely getting better. We'll see. I'm hoping. I'm just hoping this adult, old, this calcifying brain can continue to grow. Oh man. Yeah, so you showed I have beaten 3 Dons thanks to mostly Tsume. Just expressing that you feel incomplete. Okay. Yeah, I'd be very happy to be an incomplete Shodan right now. I'd be very happy. I would take it. But that's good though. I mean, if you're there and you feel you're so incomplete, like you've got areas to go. I mean, that's like, what more can you ask for? You're at a good level, you're enjoying the game, and you have things to learn. Like that's, I guess that's how it always, technically it's always going to be that way in shogi, in chess and shogi, those types of games. Interesting. Huh. The players who came from chess, yeah. Like 4 players scary to me since they don't have the same weaknesses as Japanese players. If you get, yeah, the random the random freestyle positions. It totally. Well, and the chess players, if my experience at the club is anything to be to that I can learn from, like they're not blundering. They're not blundering pieces. They're not blundering. Obviously, they're not just hanging pieces, but they're not. They're not blundering two move tactics. At least I'm not able to put them into a position where I see that happening. And I have observed a couple where they're playing. I think he's a 3-dan JSA guy, and there have been a couple chess people playing him. And it sure looks like they're holding their own. Supposedly one of them beat him. He's awfully nice, and I think he sort of gives chances to people. But regardless, they're not really just doing the I don't see them doing the dumb stuff that I sometimes do. Interesting. yeah, about the sacking. Yeah. And it's good and bad, I guess. It's good and bad. More I'm finding more and more. I'm whereas my sacrifice is like the engine is saying, oh, it's terrible. I'm finding more and more though it's turning to a balance where my sacrifices are turning to be the right move. Um, yeah, and strong with few pieces on the board. Yeah, and keeping the king alive. Interestingly, coming from people that are used to having the castle rule and whatnot, and not used to drops. I've been surprised at how safe they end up making their king. I just it's just I'm always surprised, especially since like I'm usually playing on like I'm in my mind I'm telling as I'm playing a new player, I'm thinking, okay, well, they're going to crumble at this attack, or they're going to here's where I'll be able to get my edge, and then I don't get that edge. Uh, yeah. The jury duty is at 8:30. Jury duty is at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So yeah, I am going to close up pretty soon. Thank you. Yeah, not showing up. Do you know what happens? Out of curiosity, I was meaning to look like what happens if you show up late to jury duty. um, I'm curious because like 8:30, I'm thinking I'm an early riser, so it's not really a big deal. But like I'm thinking, especially out here in California, people do not wake up early. If they're giving this 8:30 time, and they fully expect people to stroll in at 9:30, I'm wondering. Yeah. Yeah. But especially with all the traffic we get out here. It's like traffic and people late. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I won't plan on it, but who knows? But yeah. Yeah. So Mifa has a saying, the work is useless because it sacks all the time. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been in the Discord all that long, but I think I've learned that everything that Mifa says is a troll. That might have some wisdom in it, but like, it's easy. It's kind of easy to say things that sort of have a little wisdom in it when you're trolling. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy. It's easy to sound wise when you're great at something, and trolling. Yeah, it's always funny anyway. It's always funny. At least it's who I assume is Mifa. It's like a new username and a new image every second. Yeah. Well, mine is I don't necessarily sacrifice the rook as much as I sacrifice the bishop. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, it is getting late. I appreciate it. This has been I can't even believe how this turned out. This it's yeah, best laid play. You think it's gonna be one thing, and then you spend 2 hours ranting, or an hour ranting, and then an hour discussing. It's been fun. Oh, and a poise on 888. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. I hope you've been here. I hope I'm not just cutting you off as soon as you get in, but yeah, I appreciate it. Hope you stop by again in the future. I get a lot of shogi playing in here. A lot of discussion. I think a lot of discussion. It is like some mini podcasts, but yeah, hopefully some fun times. But yeah, as always, just so grateful for people spending the time. Hope it's been interesting and fun, and I'm already looking forward to tomorrow. The plan is tomorrow night, I guess, to do one of those Shogi Wars, probably mini marathon. I don't know if I could do 26, 30 games late at night, like I could sort of in the afternoon, but it'll be at least 10 games, I suspect, and some chat along the way. But I'm looking forward to it. Thank you again, and have a great night or morning. Morning for Shogi Pan, and thanks again. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.